Well, thank you, everyone, and welcome to the City of Indian Rocks Beach regular City Commission meeting. This is Tuesday, August 12th, 2025, and it's 6 p.m. I'd like to call this meeting to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please stand for a few moments of silence. Thank you. Lauren, would you do the roll call, please?
Commissioner Bigelow?
Present.
Commissioner Bond,
Here.
Commissioner King,
Here.
Vice Mayor Commissioner Wilson,
Present.
Mayor Commissioner Hunsberg.
Here. Thank you. First, we're going to start with the presentations. If I could get the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office to give their report. Hi, good afternoon.
Good evening. Sergeant Bly with the Sheriff's Office, your midnight shift sergeant. You'll be getting a new one here shortly as I am headed to internal affairs, but that will start next month.
Congratulations.
Thanks. July stats for 2025, you had 1 assault in the city, 4 petty thefts, and 2 motor vehicle thefts. So pretty low. Only 2 felonies. I think 1 was child neglect, and then 1 traffic felony. All the rest were misdemeanors, disorderly intoxication, drug paraphernalia, things like that. Main activity in the city again is traffic stops with 250, and then our directed patrols, burglary patrols, house checks, things like that. 177 of those. Vehicles abandoned or illegally parked, also high on the list with 92, and then area checks and 911 hangups. We had 6 crashes in the city, all at different avenues, which is surprising. So typically at 2nd Avenue, 16th Avenue, 2701 Bay Boulevard, 78 Gulf Boulevard, and then 4th Avenue and 1st Avenue Gulf Boulevard. 358 citations and warnings were issued during the month of July, all over the place. We had a couple of voting warnings that are also tracked on here, and then parking, traffic citations and warnings. So that's your stats for the month of July. We'll continue to do our burglary patrols and nighttime shift patrols when activity is low. So you'll see that's why you always see the director patrol so high, is because we're always out there patrolling in the neighborhoods and things like that. So anybody got any questions for me?
Anybody have questions?
No.
What was the assault?
That is a great question. It was a misdemeanor. I can look it up for you. You want me to come back to that? I have to look it up in our report writing system.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine. Thank you.
Sure.
Next, we have the Pinellas Sunrise Fire and Rescue District. Welcome.
Well, thank you. My name's Ken Grimes, the fire chief of Pinellas Central Fire Rescue District.
Hi, Kim.
My board sends their regards as well. We had a typical month, 28 fire calls.
Could you please
In,
could you speak up? Yeah.
speak up. There we go. 28 fire calls in IRB and 47 EMS calls. So that represents a normal distribution. We had the 1 call that's notable, which was the gas leaks, right? Got to see our folks in action. I don't know who picked black bunker gear, but you just see them out there for 6 hours in these huge turnout coats watching the gas leak. So that was a long day for them. But we break ground. We moved out of our station on the mainland, and we moved into temporary quarters because that station is going to get demolished probably the end of September. I think you knew we closed on the property at the Church of the Isle.
Okay.
We're working on 2 deals. One is at Bel Air beach rec center to temporarily house us, so we can build a station. Or the other brilliant idea is we've actually been in contact with a homeowner that's on the street that's adjacent to the parking lot. And so we may actually take over the residence there and then move into the Church of the Isles. Because, as you know, we haven't been able to meet the county's minimum benchmark for response time in that northern area ever since the beginning of time. So we did have a meeting with the county, and we told them we were going to fix the fire problem, and we invited them to radically collaborate with us to fix the EMS problem as well. So far, they're not planning on doing that until we have completed a new construction on the station. And so we may need your help if we want to convince them to fix it a little earlier. I proposed a summit of the 4 cities that we serve, the mayors and the city managers, in the next month or so, where we can get all 4 cities together and we can talk about that and other things. Sort of a more comprehensive look at your fire and EMS service and the hurricane plans, those kinds of things. So that should happen in the next month or so. Otherwise, questions? Sorry I missed last meeting, but I went to the Church of the Isles. Didn't look at my meeting invite.
Anybody have any questions?
Are we going to have a celebration of life for the old firehouse?
Maybe. We will have a picnic.
Awesome. Yeah.
On the groundbreaking. Maybe we need to do that before we tear it down.
Yeah, we should at least, sign off on her and thank her for all she's done over
That's
these
a
years.
great idea.
Yes.
Definitely want to do that.
Yeah. Great.
Take care.
Thank you. Next, we're going to move on to public comment. This is a 3-minute time limit per speaker. Any member of the audience may come forward, give their name and address, and state any comment or concern that they may have regarding any matter over which the City Commission has control, excluding agenda items. All statements made to the City Commission shall be made to the City Commission as a whole, not directed to any individual City Commission member, and no personal, impertinent, or slanderous remarks shall be permitted. No speaker shall be interrupted, and no debate shall occur between the speaker and the City Commission. Who would like to speak tonight? Hi, Kelly.
Hi, good evening. Kelly Sistrek, 448 Park Drive South. Keep this short and sweet. I just wanted to say thank you to Dan Carpenter for stepping into the role of interim city manager and providing stability and continuity to the city. A lot of us would love to see you in this role permanently, but we really appreciate you stepping in on a temporary basis.
Glad to help.
Glad to have you in that role. Thank you.
Thanks, Dan.
Well, it's been 2 weeks, so it's not good.
Elizabeth Flynn, 914 Harbor House Drive. First of all, thank you to the city staff and all the work and the responsiveness to all the questions and comments that keep sending in. I appreciate it. It helps to keep me informed, help me understand how the city works and how we need to address some issues we have. I also want to say thank you to the Rotary Club for their generous donation to the Friends of the Indian Rocks Beach Library. And the Friends look forward to working with the city and getting the library ready for reopening this fall. We hope to get more citizens engaged as Friends of the Indian Rocks Beach Library. We think it's a great asset for our city. Do have one call out. There needs to be more attention paid to golf carts. We seem to have a lot of unlicensed golf carts, a lot of people who aren't necessarily eligible to drive a golf cart when golf are driving them, children hanging off the back, people driving over the bridge, and people parking at pedestrian-only entrances at the beach. So we appreciate it if we had more attention paid to some of the golf cart usage. And possibly a reminder that Oktoberfest will be October 11th, and we encourage everyone to get ready for that event. Thank you.
Thank you, Beth. Does anyone else have a comment this evening? Hey, Don.
What's happening, girl?
Be nice.
Don House, 21 Beach Trail. So, prepositions first. We all live in Indian Rocks Beach, but I live on Indian Rocks Beach. Okay. So the difference between living in and owning York Beach, besides the property taxes, is I get the people watch all day long. And this past weekend, it was about 30 kids. I'm 74, everybody looks like a kid. But they were playing a game, and I had to go down there and talk with them. And I took my life in my hands, because who knows how many murders, rapists, and pedophiles there were in that group. But I went down and talked to them, and they were playing a game called Ball Bash. And a cool game. Anybody played it? I ordered it in, so it's this Saturday. If you want to play Ball Bash, I'll be down at my house. But anyway, interacting and people watching has been something I've always enjoyed. When I was going to nightclubs, I used to go to nightclubs. And one of the things I truly enjoyed was watching people, especially at about 2:45 in the morning. 2:45 in the morning, the bar closes at 3. And if you don't have a hookup by then, you start trying to figure out what you want to do. Everybody knows the difference between a dog and a fox? 5 drinks. So at 3 o'clock, you leave with this hookup. And the next morning, you got your arm around the hookup, and you wake up, and you chew your arm off because you don't want to move your arm and wake up the person. That's the definition of coyote. I bring that up because I've been to probably more city commission meetings than any of y'all. And I've seen a lot of rush to do something because you had to do something. It might be 2:45 in the morning, but tomorrow night's another night. You can come back and see what's there at 2:45, or even better, what you could do is look for that person that comes in at 10 o'clock. It might be, that person might be with somebody else, and you might have to cultivate them and steal them away. But you don't want to have to settle for something at 2:45 in the morning. And you don't want to be the one-armed person, because you don't want to end up that one-armed fisherman. We call it fish this long, okay?
Thank you, Don.
You're welcome.
Would anyone else like to comment this evening? Thank you.
All right, got your update on the assault, and it was at Splash Harbor, and it was a domestic with a kid situation. So new boyfriend got mad at at dad and battered dad at Splash Harbor. So
That's not typical.
I'm sure there was drinks involved.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was it. So nothing big.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Does anyone else have a comment this evening? None? I'm closing the public comment. Let's move on to reports of the city attorney. Matt, would you take it away, please?
Yes, thank you, Mayor. For the city attorney report, the only item I have is a reminder that we have an executive session, also known as a SHADE meeting, August 26th scheduled. So I just want to remind everybody of that, but nothing else on the report. The next item would be city manager report.
Good evening. First, I'd like to extend a thank you to Lauren and Michelle for all their efforts for the last couple of days. Tough. I also thank the commission. I know that was a lot of work, and it didn't go off without a hitch because of the lack of efforts. So thank you to them. I also want to remind the commission that we've got 3 meetings in September. 2 of them are special commission meetings. It's the first and second reading for your truth and millage and your budget, and that is on September 10th, first reading, and September 24th. Those will be here. We had to put this address on the trim notice, just in case City Hall and the auditorium itself was not ready, and I don't want to steal Dean's part of the night's city manager speech, but he'll talk a little bit about that. Then, of course, September 9th, regular city commission Tuesday night. Those are all at 6 o'clock. I think that's really it for me. I asked Dean to come tonight, and he couldn't wait. I was going to ask him to give you folks an update and the community as well on the City Hall completion and move-in update, and then also the beach re-nourishment program that I think we're all familiar with, that the county is funding through bed tax money. So take it away, Dean.
Thank you. Good evening, Mayor, Commissioners, audience. Pleased to report that the City Hall complex renovation project is progressing well at this time. It should be noted that the reopening will be a staggered approach, with the administration area opening first, and we're hopeful that that will take place sometime early in September. The auditorium, commission chambers, and the library will follow due to some scheduling logistics, and there is several items that are on back order that we have to have before those areas can open up. A definitive time frame for the entire project, it has not been determined, and I would hopefully say it will be completed by early October, if everything goes. But again, I can't promise that. On an update for the beach renourishment project, everyone should be aware that Pinellas County has approved a one-time beach renourishment project for Sand Key, Treasure Island, and Elton Beach. Due to this cost of this project, this will be the one and only time that Pinellas County will construct beach renourishment without federal funding. It's about $125 million. There are still 48 temporary easements on Indian Rocks Beach that are out there. These 48 parcels may have a gully behind their homes due to the fact that the renourishment project without easements will occur west of the erosion control line, and there will be a beach elevation where it will raise it approximately 5.3 feet and then fill west in the Gulf of Mexico. The area east of the erosion control line will remain the same in its existing condition. And like I mentioned, there's 48 easements. There is still time to offer an easement if the residents choose to do so. I will put this out there though. Once the contractor has laid out the survey line, it's going to be too late. Okay. Our construction time frame is going to be from October 13th through the end of November. I'd be happy to answer any questions you may have. Thank you.
Thank you, Dean. Does anybody have any questions of Matt, Dan, or Dean? I guess we don't have any questions.
Thank you.
I'm going to move on to the reports of the City Commission. Hillary, do you have anything else for us this evening?
No, other than, again, thank you to Michelle and Lauren and all the city staff that supported our process here for interviewing, and I will identify interviewing and hopefully now selecting Kennedy. It was a really challenging process, but it was seamless for those of us that were on this side of it. And also thanks to Pam, who's sitting back there, for keeping us organized and helping us through the process. Thanks.
Thank you.
Vice Mayor?
Obviously, ditto on that for Michelle and Lauren and Pam. Also, I'm headed out to Florida Native Cities Conference tomorrow through the weekend. And so I look forward to being able to talk to other people from cities who are sharing the same issues, same problems, trying to make some more connections to pass on to everyone, and just soak up as much learning as I possibly can.
Thank you. Mr. Bigelow?
Once again, thanks to Lauren, Michelle, and Pam for signing back over there. You guys did a seamless job. It was just unbelievable. It was, I couldn't think of anything that could have been done any better than what you guys already did. Thank you.
And Jude?
I don't have anything other than thank you guys.
You know, I remember in the beginning,
Speaking with Pam, and Pam told me how fun this was going to be. Selecting a city manager, and then, the resumes started coming in, and, reading and how am I going to pick anything, and how does this work? And, Pam, I think you were right. It was kind of fun in the end. It was kind of fun looking at the different candidates, sizing it up against sort of our RFP and where we wanted to go, what characteristics and qualities we wanted to have. And Pam, you did an outstanding job of gleaning from the pile of people that came forward. So how many total candidates did we have?
I think we're about 21.
Okay, yeah, so it was a great job. I really appreciate all of your effort. Thank you. So let's move on to, there's no additions or deletions, Warren? Oh, we do have a deletion.
Yes.
I'm gonna have Matt, go ahead.
Matt, Mayor, City Attorney, we do have some additions, so staff would like to pull item 7A, and we would like to add an item, I guess we'll call 7C. So I'll explain both and then ask for a motion and a vote. So we'll bring the resolution back to you once we have a selected candidate, and we'll bring a resolution back with the candidate and the contract once we get that negotiated. So we're going to pull it at this time, and we'll just go on your vote under B. But we'd also like to add a C, which is a vote to fill the city manager position as an alternate. So since we've done the effort of narrowing it down to 5, which ended up being 4 people, interviewed the people, and gone through this process, we would like to take a second vote on an alternate just in case first candidate and the city are unable to mutually agree upon a contract, or they accept another offer at another institution, or for whatever reason it doesn't end up working out, that their selection is actually hired as city manager, that we are then directed to go forward with the same negotiations with the backup candidate, to avoid starting this process over from the start. We just think that makes sense from an economic, both financial and time stance. So I would ask if you all agree for a motion to amend the agenda to remove 7A and to add 7C, which is the vote for the city mayor alternate.
I make the motion that we strike 7A and that we add 7C.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
All right, thank you. So that takes us to 7B, which is a vote for city manager.
We have the consent agenda,
Oh, I'm sorry.
Skipped.
Yes.
and it's your turn to read, Matt.
Yeah, so we're gonna do it a little different tonight, actually. So consent agenda has 8 items, 5A through H. Does anybody in the commission wish to pull any of the items to address specifically? If so, we take those motions now. If not, I'll entertain a motion to accept the consent agenda item as stated.
Should we explain resolution number 2025-08, what that entails? That's where we're making the resolution to appoint or nominate the Madeira Beach mayor to serve on the Board of Pinellas.
Sure, if you
That's
want
what
to,
it is, yeah.
if you want to discuss any of the consent agenda items, and I'd ask that you make a motion to pull those items for discussion, and then we'll vote on the rest, and we'll go back to that one that we pulled.
I don't think we necessarily need to pull it, but I think maybe we needed to highlight it because it wasn't, most of the others are just approving what we've already done, but that was a little bit unique in case the audience wondered what it was, and that's because that nomination has to go through every single city commission before that person can represent us from Big C.
Sure. So resolution number 2025-08, resolution of the City Commission of the City of Indian Rocks Beach, Florida, nominating Madeira Beach Mayor Anne Marie Brooks to the Board Pinellas Board to represent the Big C municipalities, excluding the City of Clearwater, and providing for an effective date.
I'll now make the motion that we accept all consent agenda items.
Second. All in favor? Aye. Motion carries.
So now we get back to where I was. I apologize. I was talking about removing 7A and 7C and skipped over consent. So 7A was removed. We'll go to 7B because there are no public hearings. And that is the vote to fill the city manager position. We had interviews over the past 2 days. The commission shall vote via paper ballot. The results announce that an applicant has obtained a majority of the votes. The commission member voting, the city clerk shall read those results. So we'll pass out the written ballots.
I'll get a line twice.
So I guess we're gonna vote real quick, and then we're gonna hand it back to Lauren and Michelle. They're gonna count up the votes. They're gonna tell us what we've got.
So as Matt mentioned, we're going to do a vote for the city manager position, and then we're also going to vote on an alternate, just in case negotiations fail or something goes awry with the first candidate.
All right, the votes are in. Ryan Henderson got 3, Von Kimmel got 1, and Chuck Anderson got 1. But I'm going to read who voted for. Mayor Commissioner Hausberg, Ryan Henderson. Vice Mayor Wilson, Ryan Henderson. Commissioner Bond, Yvonne Kimmel. Commissioner Bigelow, Chuck Anderson. Commissioner King, Ryan Henderson. So we have a majority vote for Ryan Henderson.
I make a motion that the city commissioners of Indian Rocks Beach have selected Ryan Henderson as the city of Indian Rocks Beach new city manager, and I further authorize the city attorney to enter into contract negotiations with Ryan Henderson for a position of city manager.
Can I have a second, please?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Do you want to roll call that, Lauren?
Probably just. Commissioner Bigelow? You just have to,
Yes or no?
Yes.
whatever it is, just say yes.
Commissioner Bond,
Yes.
Commissioner King,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Commissioner Wilson,
Yes.
Mayor Commissioner Housework.
Yes. Okay, motion carries. Woo, I hope we have a new city manager. Matt, don't scare him away.
I don't know enough yet to scare him.
Yeah, you still do the alternate though.
Yeah, so with that, we're gonna go to, this item 7C, which is on the amended agenda. And we ask, knowing that the first candidate choice is Ryan Henderson, the remaining candidates, we ask that you vote for your alternate.
Thank you.
Ryan Henderson also stated that he couldn't start until after October 24th.
Yes.
Sorry.
Sorry, Dan.
Get us through the peak of hurricane season. So on this, for alternate, the vote turned to Yvonne Kimball with 4 and Chuck Anderson with 1. And the detail of that is Mayor Hausberg, Yvonne Kimball, Vice Mayor Wilson, Yvonne Kimball, Commissioner Bond, Yvonne Kimball, Commissioner Bigelow, Chuck Anderson, Commissioner King, Yvonne Kimball.
I make a motion that in the event that a contract cannot be negotiated successfully with our first choice, Ryan Henderson, that we authorize our city attorney to enter into contract negotiations with Yvonne Kimball, our alternate choice for the position of city manager.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
And would you also like to do roll
I'll
call?
do a roll call on this one.
Yes.
Commissioner Bigelow,
Yes.
Commissioner Bond,
Yeah.
Commissioner King,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Commissioner Wilson,
Yes.
Mayor Commissioner Hausberg.
Yes. Motion carries. And next, since we have no work session item and no other business, I'm looking for a motion to,
I make a motion.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.